Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Today, going to be Scarlett versus INnoVation from DreamHack Masters Summer. Special thanks to the people who put together that replay pack super duper fast. I really appreciate it. Top left-hand corner, we have a red Zerg player. It is Scarlett, the Canadian. And in the bottom right, we have INnoVation, the Blue Terran. So Korea versus Canada here, and I feel like this is going to be a proxy here from INnoVation. So again, this is going to be a Patreon cast for those of you who are on patreon.com/FalconPaladin watching this the week of September the 8th. What? September? July the 8th. Thank you very much for supporting me on Patreon for at least $1 a month. I really do appreciate it. You get to watch this a month before anybody else, and if you're watching this in August, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here with StarCraft 2 content 5 times a week. Rawr. All right, so the Overlord here is coming right straight towards these two proxy barracks. Sometimes the Overlord scouting is good. Oh my. Oh, okay. I thought he stopped short. Terry, what are you doing? All right, so it's a 16, 18, 17. So you have to pull the drones here to make sure that there are not too many Marines for the Lings when they show up. And here we go. Da 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 da, 4 drones. Can they stop the completion of this barracks? No, they cannot. That is for sure. Whew, kind of close though. Actually, not too close. Killing one of them there. The other one really wants to throw it out a bunker, but I'm not sure that's happening. And I hear the drones are going to fight. Chase African. We're chasing after this Marine. Ring around the rosy. The thing is, drones are faster than Marines, as you can see here. They hit pretty hard too, honestly. Ooh, nice focus fire. That was sick timing from INnoVation. Oh, man. Got 2 of the drones, but just buying time. Right now we have 4 sets of Lings coming out. We have Queens on the way here too. I don't know. This bunker's probably not going to finish. There are 3 Marines here, but again, now there's 10 sets of Lings on the way, or just 10 Lings on the way. We got the 6. And yeah, I mean, we're making sure this bunker never happens. And we're shutting it down. So now, here is the dicey situation. You would think as a Zerg player, you could absolutely win this game hands down because you stopped a proxy by scouting it and stopping it before that bunker even completed, right? You would believe that. You'd kind of think it. But no, we have cast several ZVTs. Okay, maybe not several, like maybe 4 or 5. Where a Terran player has completely gotten their stuff scouted. Just completely and utterly shut down. But then they just pull the barracks back home and they win anyway. So if you're watching this going, game over. Scarlett totally has this. She's shut down INnoVation's attack. That is absolutely false. There's a factory coming up back home. We're going to have some Hellions. These slow Lings are not going to accomplish anything. They're going to delay or deny a natural base for a little bit. But, you know, just build it inside the main base, lift it off. You're going to be fine anyway for Inno. See, look. Barracks going home. Marines. Chase these Marines down, or these Lings down a little bit. Okay. So, like I said, you would think Scarlett has a guaranteed win in this match, right? Got more workers, got 2 bases up, substantially ahead of INnoVation's own second base. Can probably throw down a 3rd base here without too much trouble at this stage, which isn't substantially later than a normal 3rd base timing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these 5 Marines are going to do. We got slow Lings and we have Queens. The Queens and slow Lings combined are really enough to handle this. Even the 2 Queens on their own should be enough to handle this. Oh, that Creep Tumor. Survive, Creep Tumor! No, it does not survive. Nice actual snipe on that Tumor. It just go home after that? And it was like, that's good. Killed a Creep Tumor. We're going to call that all in a day's work here. Don't mind me. Alright, well, good stuff happening. Hellions cruising around. Is there a 3rd base? Still, I feel like Scarlett could probably go for a 3rd, but wants to get some gas down. Actually, 2nd gas getting taken now. Oh, did want to go for a 3rd. The Hellions denied that really effectively. You got to Queen Escort that. Come on, Scarlett. You know better than that. Let's Queen Escort that thing, or maybe just try to expand down this way instead. Oh, juked up. Juked up this way. We found it. Alright, good. This is excellent. This is some really good stuff here. INnoVation is going for a Hellion drop. I've died to this a lot of times. It is hard. Is that a fusion core? Is Inno going battle cruiser follow up on this? Blocked off. Well, evolution chamber block off, but lining them up, then splitting. 5 drones killed. Oh no, that whole group is dead. 8. Lings are going down here as well. Oh, getting a shot off on a queen is not ideal, but nicely done. Nice block off. These two can't possibly live. No, the medevac got killed. It got focused down. 10 drones killed. Oh my gosh, it's 18 drones killed. Okay, so now INnoVation's in a fantastic position. He's got 2 bases happily rolling. He's got 32 workers. Scarlett, on the other hand, has lost a ton of drones. She is at 39. Which, okay, 3rd base isn't quite done yet. It's just Ling tech right now. It is a battle cruiser, by the way, on the way from INnoVation. What is our queen count? 7. And we are getting spores. So there should be enough to handle 1 battle cruiser, no problem. The question is there going to be another one? 2 battle cruisers gets, like, more than twice as hard to handle for whatever reason. It's just a pretty impressive force multiplier when it comes right down to it. So, creep spread pushing. Scarlett's creep spread is always excellent. She's always had just an amazing dedication to that craft. It's always very inspiring to watch her games. Also, Cyril really loves creep spread too. So, as foreigners, more inspiring to me. Anyway, we've got a double engineering bay. Battle cruiser does jump. And, you know, let's get a couple drones. Sure. 2 drones down. This queen. You don't want to dive too far onto the creep as a battle cruiser as part of the whole thing here. Hellion's trying to jump into the 3rd base, but a spore crawler getting created to block that off from the Hellions is pretty brilliant. You know, okay, so queens are chasing. Some queens are chasing, but 2 more drones get killed. And just at this level of StarCraft, every single worker killed matters. It just does. It's not like you're guaranteed to lose if you lose a few workers here and there, but it just hurts. It really slows down your ability to macro, slows down your timings on the ability to get like a huge roach army out, which is looks like what we're doing. Roaches, Ravagers, you know, that kind of stuff to deal with the at least early Marine medevac armies that we're seeing come up over here from INnoVation, right? Yeah, it's a 3-kill battle cruiser. I would not say he paid for himself, but he didn't die. So that's nice. Queens chasing away Hellions coming up that top side. Really nicely done. 4th base on the way from Scarlett. And a 3rd base landing for INnoVation, because of course the 3rd base is landing for Inno. So yeah, I mean, if you came into this point, you'd be like, oh yeah, everything pretty normal. 3rd base running for Terran. 4th base now coming up from the Zerg player. If you didn't look at the clock and see that it was 8 minutes, you'd be like, no, this is a pretty normal ZVT. And yeah, we've kind of stabilized at this point, right? INnoVation pretty happy just to be on 3 bases. A little dicey getting to this point, but really kept the pressure on Scarlett so she couldn't do anything about it, right? Beautiful stuff. So, once again, if you're going Roach Ravager, it's fine. It is fine against Marines and Marauders when they're in the 1-1 to 2-2 range of their upgrades. But once they start getting up to that 3-3, suddenly Roaches and Ravagers just disappear before Marines and Marauders. Just not even close. Even if the Roaches and Ravagers are at 3-3 themselves, the upgrades just scale better for the Marines here. This is Scarlett going for a pretty gutsy 5th here. Ooh, but the medevac dying. Bad pathing, no! Oh, that's massive. Losing those 2 medevacs greatly reduces the power of these Marines. Oh, that's insane. Oh, INnoVation is not babysitting his medevacs closely enough, and they both get picked off. Oh, man. So we got Hellbats that were going to be healed by medevacs. That's okay. 2 more medevacs. 2 medevacs versus 4 medevacs is a different story altogether. Did you jump back over here? Yeah. So Battlecruiser jumps back over there. Lings get into the 3rd base. All right, abject chaos on our hands. Yeah, Scarlett's 5th base is toast. There's just nope. Yeah, that was, like I said, an ambitious attempt at expanding. Ooh, Extractor goes down too. These Lings kill 2 SCVs. Nothing too crazy, dude. INnoVation, though. Is he playing well or what? Exceptionally well. And what? Oh, Tunneling Claws. Like I said, the number of games that I see where a Terran goes for a proxy and it doesn't work, but it does enough damage and slows the Zerg down enough that it turns into a regular game anyway. I don't know why Terrans don't just proxy every single time. And once again, I always answer my own question on this, but if you did it every time, then obviously the Zerg player would just go pool first every time, right? They'd just go, like, extractor pool. Ooh, nice catch. Beautiful catch with that. INnoVation not paying attention on that one. They'd go pool first with speed every time. They just run across the map and murder everything and have, like, a spine crawler or two at home and just call it a day. But because it's not every time, then we see 16, 18, 17 openings from Zerg because they're not sure what they're dealing with here. This is ample. Yeah, that landing zone is hot. That is not safe landing zone for INnoVation at all. Ooh, I love the Pathogen Glands Infestor play. Once again, the Tunneling Claws play. I'm not sure I feel particularly good about that one. We'll see. Against an elite Terran, World Roaches are going to get scanned out and killed real fast. Real fast. Yeah, see, Roaches kind of holding their own here. Not bad. They have 1-1. The Marines have 1-1. You can kind of hold on, even if there are medevacs healing up. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the best of trades, but it's not the worst of trades either. This is actually a decent landing zone, but we're bopping out of there anyway. So, INnoVation, Great Wall of Supply Depots here on Romanticide. Probably expanding here at this point, I'm feeling. Yeah, there's that. There is that fourth command centre. Centre du command. Command. Ooh. Nidus network on the way. Did that get scouted? That did not get scouted. INnoVation doesn't know that it's there. Oh my gosh. That is a big tank marine army. But the tanks are getting whittled down. We're down to 2. Oh, down to 1 siege tank. And suddenly, it's not looking as hot. Man, oh, those corrosive biles missed. That sucks. The fungal on the Marines that are all clumped up there. Get out of there. Get out of there, Marines. These guys focusing down some drones as much as they can, but good little defense force here by Scarlett. Oh, that tank, though. Ooh, and gets picked up. That tank is very lucky to be alive. Counterattack. Imminent here from Scarlett. Man, another fungal on these dudes. Do you even need another fungal, or can you just, like, two-shot him here? Oh, medevac gets killed, but little reinforcements cruising down. Here from INnoVation, gonna really set up around this fourth and try to keep it safe. This group of Marines, we know we're on creep, or know we're probably dead. But let's see what we can do. And you just caught a bunch of acid to the face, so that's what you can do. So Scarlett's 5th base is rolling. It is a rich Vespene Geyser base, which is awesome for the effectiveness of your gas harvesting at this particular location. The income is favoring Scarlett pretty heavily right now, and has for the last 5 minutes or so. So Scarlett's feeling strong. We got Vipers on the way. Love that. There are Lurkers coming in here too. Lurker Den popping up here. Oh, Corrosive Biles getting some decent hits, man. INnoVation's reaction time to Corrosive Biles has not been elite today. Not elite, but, you know, not horrifically bad either. He's done a bunch of dodging, obviously. It's a lot. It is a lot to expect. Just kind of overkill on the Corrosive Bile count there. He didn't need that many. Maybe trying to come over this way, but yeah, INnoVation, he sees that with the sensor tower. I'm going to set up a tank and just make sure this doesn't really work out. These guys coming in on, yeah, off creep to on creep instantly. Several drones going down. That Spore getting some free shots off on that medevac before it gets burned down. These guys decide to try to come up here anyway. They want to kill the sensor tower, but they do not. I really think they should have Corrosive Bile down the tank. Alright, they got it, but another tank has arrived anyway. These guys are on a mission today. 3 kills, 1 kill. They get that Spore. They're fighting a queen directly. And Hydras show up, and that's not going to be good for them. So, INnoVation, like, he sees this. But see, you can't really Nidus in INnoVation's base with a lot of stuff because you need to handle this attack that's coming for you. Yeah, INnoVation says, I've got this handled back here. I don't know that he does, necessarily. Dang, this is a good game. This is like a really stupidly fantastic game. Man, fungals are just, man. I just feel like we haven't seen enough fungals recently. Against these marine-heavy compositions that Terrans are going for a lot, you don't see it very much. And it's so good at whittling down the HP on these Marines. It really makes them back off from situations they normally wouldn't back off from. Man, another Nidus would be pretty good. I guess there are Marines hanging out there, though. The Vipers with the Abduct on the Siege Tank is gorgeous. The Abduct on this Siege Tank, gorgeous. I mean, if Scarlett wins this game, it's going to be because she's using some beautiful spellcasting. Like, absolutely awesome spellcasting today. The Blinding Cloud in the mix, abducting Medivacs into the death zone here. I mean, this group is just getting absolutely chased away from this location. Their Medivacs are dying. Just a full retreat, but INnoVation has another army, of course, marching across the map here. Maybe a scan for creep tumors right now would be good. But, ooh, catching, yeah, just plain Hydra. Not really going to cut it against these guys. Not at all, but a beautiful concave is set up here. Siege Tank down, Blinding Cloud up, another Siege Tank down, Fungal on the Medivacs, so they can't run. How many Medivacs have died today? We have 12 Medivacs that have gone down today. This 6th base of Scarlett's getting attacked by INnoVation because he's everywhere. Because he's everywhere right now. Okay, but the Fungal on the Medivacs, so that nobody escapes the atrocity they committed, is just... mwah. It is beautiful. Extremely so. 19 lurkers coming in. Scarlett takes all of her wounded Hydras, and even some that aren't wounded. This poor roach is spazzing out. Hey, man. Oh, he decided to stop spazzing out. Stop freaking out and just embrace your situation, guy. Whoa. Whoa. Boing. That's so many lurkers. Okay. How are we going to handle 19 lurkers? This base is dead. Like, especially with a little bit of Blinding Cloud support here. Yeah, look at this. Just abducting your tanks into this lurker ball. It's like she's playing against mech right now. Although, man, Maru made some decent use of mech in the finals of DreamHack, which maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't. I'll be casting some of those games for sure. Dude, these siege tanks are keeping this planetary alive right now. That one tank is just like burrowing close enough to kill the siege tank, please. Okay, so siege tank down. Continuing just... oh, no. Wow! An INnoVation stimming in from all angles. That is all of the lurkers dead. That's 22 dead lurkers there. The infestors... nope, nice fungal, but dead. It's suddenly 176 to 147 supply. There have been a couple attacks of Scarlett here recently that have not gone well for her. Not really slowed down INnoVation all that much. I think we might have killed a barracks in this and like an expired refinery and some individual units, but resources lost are 22,000 for Scarlett, 21,000 for Inno, which, you know, that's a pretty good number for Terran. Blinding Cloud up again, abducting the tanks into the disaster zone for INnoVation right now, continuing to abduct in Medivacs and just picking them off. I mean, this is how you handle Medivacs if you don't have a Spire. You abduct them into your Hydra group. Finish them that way, but suddenly, INnoVation's on a bit of a rampage. It suddenly reaches a point where the bio here for INnoVation is at 3-3. You don't have any Banelings at all. The lurkers are not a bad answer, but INnoVation has been handling them with siege tanks, marines, marauders coming in from an angle. This is not working for Scarlett. Not at all. Okay, alright. I mean, that was not good trades, I gotta say. And INnoVation just drops inside the main base. Hydras on their own are horrifically bad at fighting in this situation, but in numbers, sure. It'll work out in the end. Spore Crawler is getting some big hits off. Oh, didn't focus down the one that has no HP and actually 2 Marauders in it. That would have been a good one to kill. Oh, hang on. You're not escaping here, are you? No. Nope, you're not. Scarlett trying to take that 12 o'clock again. It's really... there you go. Has not tried to expand to this bottom left yet. Where INnoVation has the 6 o'clock. He's got this right side base, like a 2 o'clock base rolling. Scarlett re-droning up a little bit after losing 46 drones today. It's only been 11 SCVs down. Oh, no, returning the favor. Killing 1 Viper, almost getting 2 Vipers there. It's just kind of an echo of the situation where 2 Medivacs died early for INnoVation in a situation that was really important too. These Hydras kind of have to sit here so the medevacs don't drop back in, which would be super mega annoying. But yeah, double expanding to the 12 o'clock here, and this bottom left is Scarlett. If she can hang on to these, she's gonna be okay. Lurkers, not really something INnoVation is interested in engaging with right now. And see, these Hydras can't just stand there without the Lurker support. And INnoVation knows exactly how far, where he can engage those Hydras, the Lurkers can't hit him. Right? That's the trick right now. He's just got another attack up the 12 o'clock, or the top side. Yeah. Alright, hatch down, Rich Vespine Geyser base gone. And INnoVation just doing Terran stuff. Right? You split up your army into two separate groups. You attack top side, you attack bottom side. The Zerg player has to figure out how much to split to each side of the map to handle it. And especially if this isn't Lings and Speedbanes and Speed Ultras, the ability to get over here quickly is just a little bit diminished, right? Hydras on Creeper pretty fast. Lurkers are incredibly fast. That hatches down. Alright, that might be it for Scarlett. Like, I don't want to caster curse this thing, but man, top right base, no. Not looking good for Scarlett. INnoVation is just a beast right now. He is, I'm going to tell you right now, he's probably so happy he doesn't have to worry about banelings in this game. He is. Look at these Lurkers dying. It takes several hits from a Lurker Spine to kill these units. And he's like, what? It doesn't instantly explode my Marines into a million pieces of acid-dissolved body? Great. We can handle Lurkers. They're not great to deal with, but if you had to choose, apparently that's where we'd go. Yeah, this 6 o'clock base. The planetary siege tank combo is pretty good, but not enough. Dang, all right. 3-3 Lurkers. 6 o'clock goes down. So Scarlett kind of scratching and clawing her way back into this game. Retaking the Rich Vespine Geyser base, even though the extractor is extracted. And this bottom left base maybe could work too. She doesn't have the money for it. Lurker tries to set up over at this 2 o'clock base. No. 200 to 136 supply and income. Look how much it's been favoring INnoVation these last 5 minutes. It's a complete reversal. With, once again, once you've killed 4 hatcheries in 20 minutes, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty strong, right? Pretty good about yourself. Okay, attacking a planetary where there is also an entire army is dangerous, but all right, the planetary goes down. Fair enough. There have been some surprising outcomes in this game. I am not predicting outcomes of individual battles all that well, but the numbers do not lie about who wins this thing overall. Another hatch down. Once again, INnoVation feeling strong enough just to deal. It's like, I know there's Lurkers, but like, I can kill those. They don't move. They don't insta-give my Marines. Yeah, Scarlett's down to 100 supply. This is not a huge group. It is not a particularly healthy group. It's doing all right, and just the Hydras don't trade well in direct engagements without the Lurker support behind them. Yeah, I mean, INnoVation pumping out 3 Marauders, 9 Marines at a time. Absolutely disgustingly impressive work here today out of INnoVation. Look, I know Scarlett has not GG'd out. I understand that, but 200 to 114 supply? Nah. Nope. I'm not smelling a comeback here. 28 Lings in production. Speedlings are not going to do this for you. Yeah, +1 attack for him. You don't even have adrenal glands for these Lings, which, that's how you know you're desperate, as when you're making non-adrenal gland Zerglings against this. Parasitic Bomb gets tossed down. The 12 o'clock base for Scarlett dies. There's your GG. INnoVation comes out on top in 23 minutes and 54 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. That was amazing. Absolutely insanely impressively amazing. They're out of INnoVation. Once again, a game wherein a Terran went for a proxy, got immediately scouted, and the Zerg player took enough damage to where the barracks could float home and INnoVation could resume a fairly normal game. He had a Ghost Academy. Did he make any ghosts? The answer is no. He didn't need them. Wow, that stinks. Wow. I just realized, I mean, that kind of goes to show If Scarlett was using Infestors and Vipers in this game extensively, a ton of spellcastery stuff, and INnoVation used 0 ghosts and won anyway, that is an impressive win for INnoVation. Like, that is... It's Marines, Marauders, Tanks, Medivacs. That's it. That's literally all he made today. I guess he had some Hellions. I forgot about those. Some Hellions and Hellbats, but, like, those weren't part of the game for the last 20 minutes, or, 15 minutes anyway. 73 drones down. Resources lost 47 to 41,000, which it was close at like 21 to 20, and then the last 20,000 was just heavily favoring INnoVation, which makes a ton of sense. Just makes a ton of sense. Just not enough lurkers to really dissuade INnoVation from diving in there on top of them anyway. It's a tough setup. It's a tough strategy to pull off if you... There we go. It's a tough... Sorry, my mic cut out for a second there. Tough strategy to pull off if you're a Zerg player. It can be done, but it's not a guaranteed win. It's not easy. So, GG to Inno getting that win, and just everywhere, man. He was everywhere. No ghosts needed against these lurkers. What a boss. And that right there is going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.